Cardi B gets her son's hair, and Offset's son, braided exactly like her boyfriend, Stefon Diggs. Offset fires off with a series of tweets and deletes his Twitter. He says, now, when somebody passes away for playing with my son, then call me a crash out.
Offset has now deleted his Instagram and his X account. His X account currently pulls up as this account does not exist, and you can't even go to his Instagram. So what happened was there's this photo, a side-by-side photo of Offset and Cardi's son, Wave, and Stefon Diggs. And people begin to point out, and this is an older side-by-side, but people begin to point out that Wave's hair is braided very similar to Stefon Diggs. Mm-hmm. The only difference is the part in the middle and where that starts, to be honest. But it is very similar, almost the same hairstyle. So people are, were making jokes about it, and they were, trying to make it seem like Cardi did this on purpose. Offset has now deleted his Instagram and his X account. His X account currently pulls up as this account does not exist, and you can't even go to his Instagram.
Looks like Offset's drama just hit a new low after fans spotted a wild photo of his son and NFL star Stefon Diggs, both rocking matching braided hairstyles. And get this, Diggs is rumored to be Cardi B's new man. Offset? He didn't take that lightly. Dude reportedly flipped out and even made threats toward Diggs over the hairstyle. Over hair, seriously? This isn't just a case of jealousy, it's giving serious obsession vibes. Now the internet is straight up on fire. People are asking, has Offset finally lost it over Cardi B? Or is there something deeper going on behind this so-called braid beef? Because let's be real, this ain't just about cornrows. It's way messier than that. So let's break it down. If you've been keeping up with the latest headlines, you already know the tension between Offset, Cardi B, and her rumored new flame, Stefon Diggs, is straight chaos. It all popped off when Diggs showed up to a New England Patriots practice debuting some fresh braids. Sound harmless, right? Nah, not when the exact same hairstyle's been rocked by Offset and Cardi's son for months. And we're not talking kinda similar braids either. We're talking straight up copy-paste. Like, did Diggs really walk into that practice with Offset Jr.'s hairstyle on his head? Fans lost their minds, saying it felt like a low-key diss. And Offset? He definitely didn't see it as a coincidence. This moment sparked a social media firestorm. Some folks say Diggs knew exactly what he was doing. Others think Offset is just being sensitive. But when the streets are saying Offset made threats over a hairstyle, yeah, things have clearly gone way off the rails. It all makes sense, though, when you look at the bigger picture. Offset and Cardi's breakup wasn't some random split. It was months in the making. Word is, Cardi finally had enough of Offset's mess. Cheating rumors, being an on and off dad, and barely showing up for their youngest daughter culture, Cardi was done. She aired it all out online, even calling him out for not supporting their kids or being present in their lives. And while Offset's dealing with that heat, Cardi's out here living her best life. She's been spotted all smiles, hanging with Stefon Diggs, and not holding back one bit.
So feel better, because I make you feel so low about yourself. Because I don't make you feel like you're that in this home. So that's what you gotta do. So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you can the next, I don't give a I don't give a because them think it ain't good enough that I be having you crashing out all weekend. You was mad happy today when I called you today. And the only reason why I called you today is because I'm trying to change my son's school and I need your approval. Other than that, fuck you. I don't care. The world, my ops. I'm with your ops. That's why I'm for your ops. Yeah, of course, because you don't move with integrity. You're not a street. That's what you do. That's what you do. Oh, I'm gonna go for your ops. Boo, boo hoo. I don't give a. You can fuck my ops. You fuck my friends. I don't give a. You're a lame to me, and you will never equate to me. And it's crazy that I even let you even play with me for such a long time.
Meanwhile, Offset's over here melting down about a hairstyle. Makes you wonder, did those braids really cut that deep? Or is Offset just realizing he lost someone who's really moved on? So when fans saw Wave rocking the exact same braided hairstyle as Stefon Diggs, Offset straight up snapped. That viral pic, it lit the internet on fire. People were out here asking if Cardi B did it on purpose. Like, did she really style her son to match her rumored new man? That idea alone had Offset losing his mind. He didn't waste time. Offset jumped on X, formerly Twitter, and started posting wild stuff. One of his now deleted posts said, "Now watch somebody die for playing with my son. They called me a crash out and I don't care how, trolling with my kids inch back." Yeah, he said that out loud. And just when folks thought he was going to keep the rant going, bam. Offset deleted both of his accounts. Gone. Poof. Just vanished from the internet. Now come on. You know it's serious when somebody rage posts and then dips from all social media like that? That's not just a tantrum. That's a full-on digital meltdown. And it's got people wondering if this braid drama was just the last straw in a much bigger mess. Let's rewind for a second. Offset and Cardi tied the knot back in 2017. At first, they looked like the ultimate power couple. But behind the scenes, it's been nothing but drama. They had 3 kids together, Culture, Wave, and Little Blossom, but their relationship's been shakier than a phone signal in the mountains. Remember 2020? Cardi filed for divorce after cheating rumors hit hard. They patched things up for a while, but by 2024, the problems were back, worse than ever.
Father's Day.
Yeah, so I can't get treated, okay? Breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
I gotta turn this off. Smashing.
Yeah, turn around, my bad, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Why you kinda sweaty?
Nah, that's the oil.
Cardi filed again, this time saying Offset barely showed up as a dad and wasn't helping out with anything financially. Cardi even put it all out there. She said she's been dropping 6 figures just to cover her kids' private school, childcare, and full-time security. Meanwhile, Offset, he wasn't showing up, wasn't pitching in, and basically left Cardi to handle it all alone. She finally hit her limit and walked away. For real this time. Cardi B didn't hold back. She jumped online and dropped a cold one-liner. "I regret you." That right there, a direct shot at Offset, calling him out for ghosting his own kids. And she didn't stop there. The drama exploded all over social media. Cardi stayed true to herself and kept it raw, talking her talk like always. Offset tried flipping the script, accusing her of cheating while she was pregnant. But Cardi wasn't about to play nice. She clapped back on Twitter with a savage, "I did." No shame, no filter, just facts. And honestly, it showed how deeply all this had hurt her. She kept it real with her fans, saying she felt like she'd been carrying all the weight by herself. According to Cardi, she's been the emotional backbone for their kids, handling the parenting, the emotions, the stress, everything. And from the way she told it, Offset wasn't giving her anything but more headaches. The love was gone. The patience, worn out. She was drained and done. Now flash forward, and Cardi's in a whole new vibe. She's out here getting cozy with NFL star Stefon Diggs, and she's not hiding a thing. Posting pics, dropping videos, and even going public with how her spiritual advisor told her she was meant to date Stefon. Yeah, seriously. She said it was destiny. That's wild. And they're definitely outside. Cardi and Stefon have been spotted courtside at NBA games, hugged up and looking like they're living their best lives. The smiles? Real? The chemistry? Loud. Their Instagram presence? Unmissable. Cardi seems free, happy, and finally done with all that Offset drama. Well, mostly. Because let's be real, Offset's been acting like he doesn't care, like he's totally cool with Cardi moving on with Stefon Diggs. But anyone paying attention can see through that calm act. With everything that's gone down, it's hard to believe Offset's really unbothered. This story's still unfolding, and the streets are watching every second of it. Come on now, everybody knows better. Offset's out here pretending he's unbothered, but we're not buying that for 1 second. You can post all the cryptic captions you want, but the real story? It's written in his actions, not his words. He's been acting like Cardi's new relationship with Stefon Diggs doesn't faze him at all, but then why is he tossing legal grenades left and right? If he was really cool with it, would he be out here filing for spousal support and joint custody? That's not chill, that's desperation. That's someone grasping for control after watching it all slip through his fingers.
You're not even a real right for me. I make you look good. Fuck you. Look at the pumpkin. I don't care. Look at the pumpkin. I'm gonna fold your ups. Matter of fact, oh, look at this. I don't want to see it. So what? You was gonna film anyways. All you gotta do is get drunk, and I'm gonna throw you that pussy for $2,000. You gotta survive out here. You gotta survive out here, Nick. Oh, now I'm with them. Now I'm with. Okay, you could do that. You was gonna do it regardless. You go to a club and you probably get drunk. You give them $1,000. You was gonna do them regardless. Them gotta survive. These is hungry out here. We in a recession, baby. They gotta get paid. Do that. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, I'm a watch what I'm gonna do to you. Watch what I'm this, that, blah, blah, blah. You already done it all. You already done it all. You already done it all. You done it all. You done it all. You done it all. Nothing surprises.
Offset wants the world to think he's keeping it player, but this courtroom chaos says otherwise. Let's break down what's really going on behind those court doors. Offset filed to split custody and asked for spousal support. Yes, from Cardi B, the same woman who's already covering everything from private school to 24/7 security for their kids. Here's the wild part. Cardi's estimated net worth is between $80 to $100 million, while Offset's sitting on around $30 million. That's still major cash, but in court, those numbers matter. And the result? Cardi's now legally required to pay him spousal support. Like, how does that even make sense? Hollywood divorces are a whole different kind of madness. The judge granted joint custody, but the primary residence is staying with Cardi B. Makes sense. They're keeping the kids in a stable home, and that's clearly been Cardi's priority all along. She's been putting in the work to make sure her kids are good, while Offset's been more focused on playing defense and throwing shade. And even though they're trying to keep things civil on paper, the public's got their eyes glued to every messy update. Social media's clocking every post, every move, every rumor. This ain't dying down anytime soon, especially with Offset leaning into his victim act. Word on the street is that Offset's been pushing this narrative hard, trying to spin the whole thing like he's the one who got betrayed. He's pointing fingers, whispering about Cardi cheating, painting her like the villain. But at this point, it's starting to look like deflection, because the receipts are stacking up and the court's already drawn its line in the sand. Let's be real. Offset's got zero room to be pointing fingers at anyone. How you gonna play the victim when your track record's messier than a spilled drink in the VIP section? Everybody remembers 2018 when that video surfaced of Offset cozying up with another woman. The internet lit up in seconds. Fans dragged him for being shady, and rightfully so. And who could forget the clip where Offset literally slid his number to some girl while he was out on a date with Cardi? Like, no shame at all. That clip went viral, and people were looking at Cardi like, "Girl, are you seeing this?" It was clear he was out here moving reckless. But here's the twist. After all that drama, Cardi still took him back. Yup, they reconciled like none of it even happened. They even hopped on a few tracks together, including that 2019 hit Clout. To fans, it felt more like PR than passion, like they were trying to smooth things over in the spotlight and make it seem like they were good. But deep down,
threatening to harm or pew Cardi B's new boyfriend over the fact that he thought that the boyfriend and Cardi B's son have the same hairstyle. The son, Cardi's son, has not had a hairstyle for months. So you're online when you have an open case, a custody battle, threatening to harm and pew somebody during a custody battle when whole time they don't even, whatever reason you're mad about, it's not even factual because your baby hasn't had that hairstyle in months, which further proves that you haven't seen your baby in months, which is now helping Cardi's case. What's not clicking? How can you be asking for spousal support when you haven't seen your kid in so long that you don't even know what hairstyle?
most folks weren't buying it. The vibes were off, and the writing was already on the wall. Offset wasn't loyal. Now jump to the present, and the divorce just confirms what everyone already suspected. Cardi's not holding back anymore. She officially filed in 2024, putting it all on the table. She cited Offset's nonstop cheating and being a ghost dad as the final straw. After everything she put up with, she finally said enough's enough. But here's what's wild. Offset's still trying to spin this like he's the one that got played. Like, seriously? Cardi's out here being transparent, telling her truth, and Offset's trying to flip the narrative like he's the one that got hurt? Come on, man. That act is getting tired. You could only pretend to be the good guy for so long before the mask slips, and Offset's definitely been exposed. And don't get it twisted. He loves to talk about how he's a great dad. And sure, he's got 6 kids in total, including Culture and Wave with Cardi. But words and Instagram posts aren't enough. Because when you're out here missing important moments, not showing up, and not helping financially while someone else is doing all the heavy lifting, that's not fatherhood, that's a performance. Offset's talk and his actions aren't lining up, and fans are seeing right through it. Offset loves to talk about how much fatherhood means to him. He even dropped a whole album in 2019 called Father of 4, like it was his personal tribute to being a present dad. But now, Cardi's flipping that narrative on its head and calling him out hard for being MIA in real life. She's been all over social media, letting people know that Offset hasn't been showing up. Not financially, not emotionally, not at all. She claims she's been the one holding down the fort, paying for everything. Private school, security, nannies, you name it. And she's doing it all while carrying the emotional weight of being a single mom in the public eye. Let's be real here. Fatherhood ain't about lyrics and interviews. It's about showing up, being present, putting in the work when no one's watching. And according to Cardi, Offset's been falling way short of that. She's out here handling business, raising the kids, managing a high-pressure career, and still getting judged by the public like she's doing something wrong. Offset, on the other hand, is busy doing his thing, dropping bars about being a dad while Cardi's stuck picking up all the real-life pieces. And the divorce, it laid everything bare for the world to see. No more pretending, no more staged smiles, just the raw truth. Cardi's been way more vocal since the breakup, saying she regrets ever being with Offset in the first place. She didn't just throw that word out there, she meant it. She's been calling him a deadbeat, saying he left her to deal with pregnancy stress, the public's judgment, and the pressure of keeping up this fake, happy family image while he was out doing whatever he wanted. And the worst part, she was trying to protect their image for the cameras, keeping quiet to avoid more drama. But now that it's all out, she's not holding back anymore. The emotional toll, the financial burden, the silence she had to keep, it all built up until she just couldn't do it anymore. One thing's for sure, and two, if you're paying attention, everybody has been watching this saga unfold. Cardi B's new flame, NFL star Stefon Diggs, didn't just bring some fresh energy into her life. He ignited a firestorm that's got Offset spiraling. What started as heartbreak turned into a full-on power struggle, and now Offset's out here doing whatever he can to keep some kind of control over the situation. Even down to the braids. Yeah, it's that deep. But here's the thing. You can't roll back into your ex's life like nothing's changed and try to play the hero. That ship sailed long ago, and the public, they already picked sides. And let's be real, it's not looking too good for Offset right now. Cardi's clearly moved on and living her best life, and Offset's out here fuming like he just realized it's really over. And then came the braid drama. That's when everything snapped. Once Stefon Diggs pulled up with the same exact hairstyle as Cardi's son Wave, Offset went off the rails. It wasn't just about Cardi anymore. This hit his ego deep. Next thing you know, Offset's throwing threats and deleting social media like it's World War III over a hairstyle. Fans were stunned. People online weren't holding back either. One user straight up said, "He ain't seen his kids, but he pressed about some braids." Another added, "After all the stuff he put Cardi through, he's crashing out over a hairstyle?" And someone else wrote, "Those braids are 6 months old. The baby got starter locks now. That tells you he hasn't even seen him." Oof. Still, some folks are riding for Offset, saying he's just being a protective dad and felt disrespected. One fan wrote, "Cardi went too far this time," but someone instantly clapped back with, "And how many times has Offset gone way too far?" Then another chimed in with, "He's just scared his son's gonna start calling Stefon dad." So now the big question is, what's next? Is Offset gonna try to make peace? Or is this about to explode into a full-blown social media war? 'Cause let's be real, the tension is thick, and the drama, it's only getting spicier by the day. Let us know what you think in the comments. Did Offset take it too far? Is he being protective or just petty? We want to hear all the tea. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. 'Cause this saga, oh, it's far from over. See y'all in the next one.